Hello everyone, it's Cribini and Tina.
Hi.
Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody's having a splendid day and that you are in the best of health.
Yes, with health as always being most important. So last week, Eric did a retirement perspective on your mind, your body, and your soul, where he discussed how everything works with each other.
Right.
And how you needed to start getting them all aligned to do retirement and do it well and do it right. But one of the most important parts of that is taking care of you. Meaning, today we're going to talk about taking care of this and this so that when you get out here, this will be ready.
Right. And that's what some people don't consider in retirement. And basically, I would like to say to all of you that are still working, whether you're a postal worker or whatever job that you do, be mindful of what your body tells you.
Yes, because a lot of us work, and men, I told you,
right.
9 out of 10, it's men, not women, but they don't take the cues that their body's telling them that something is wrong or something is hurting. Mm-hmm. Or they say, I've got to work through the pain. It's not that bad. Have you guys all said that?
Yes.
I can't take the time off. I need the OT. I need to keep working. And we ignore what our body is telling us.
And some of us really have rigorous jobs. Mm-hmm. And it will take, I'm telling you, none of us are bionic.
Right.
We still have mortal bodies, okay? Mm-hmm. And it will affect you at some point. Even if you feel that you don't feel it, it's there.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's why it's good also to have normal checkups.
Yeah. And we really need to break down a lot of these things that we've been told. I said it's almost like a generational curse. We've been told something, we've believed it, and so we pass it on and say it's the truth when it's really not. Now, back in our grandparents' days and our parents' days, obviously, medical issues hadn't come so far, medicine hadn't come so far. But right now, literally, you can maintain most of our illnesses, things like diabetes, high blood pressure, hypertension, things like that can be monitored and maintained. But if you're not taking and seeking the help for it, how are you going to do that? A lot of people are still under that myth. We did a video on Social Security. When should you take it? When is it right for you? And we were saying, it really is an individual-based decision because everyone's situation and money is different.
Right.
But a lot of people wrote in, and I turned to you one day and I was like, I cannot believe how many people are still living with that old adage that like grandparents told us that you don't lose it, use it, you lose it. And we're all gonna die. And as soon as you retire, you just die anyway. So you might as well spend your money. And I was like, who still believes that in 2021? I'm like, I don't understand who still believes that with medicine and everything coming as far as it has, and with the availability to keep ourselves living a lot longer and healthier. Who still believes that we're going to, I guess there's some out there that still think that they're going to retire and die. And I told you, probably what it is it's not that the person retired and then just fell dead. It's that they retired. They hadn't properly maintained their body.
Right, absolutely.
The illness finally caught up, and then they finally go to the doctor, and then the doctor's like, well, honey, you're in stage 3 or 4 cancer.
Right.
And you ignored it. So, yeah, you're going to die.
So the body basically will tell you, because you got to basically just look for the warning signs. Your body will speak to you like your cell phone talk to you when you call somebody. So that's one thing you just can't ignore. If you feel an ache, whether it's your lower back, whether your knees, your feet, you're going to need those items in your retirement.
Well, unless you want to be pushed around. Like this one, and he's speaking from experience.
Yes.
He was like, I still have a good 5 or 10 years in me. And I was like, that's not what your back is telling you. That's not what those aches and pains are telling you. That's not what the doctor told us when we went to the doctor. I said, listen, so you can do one of two things. You can listen to the advice that the doctors are giving you and get off that job. I said, or I'll just push you in a wheelchair.
So that's why we always tell people, you got to have a plan.
Yes.
Not just for your future, for your retirement, but also for your body. Because guess what? Your body goes into retirement with you.
Yes, and you're going to need it because last time I checked, Like, I don't want to go to Europe and we go to where we have to walk up and down, and you're just like, I can't make it because guess you're going to get a wheelchair or sit in the corner and wait for me to come back because I'm going to...
You'll be trucking along.
I'm going to go on the tour.
So I really see, I'm speaking from experience, and I'm also, Tina, speaking from some of the guys that I used to work with, and the people that I see still out there, whether you're a roofer, you lay tile, whether you're a carpenter, you're a plumber, this applies to all of us. And you just got to know when it's time to call quits. That's why we got videos out, how to retire well, make sure that you got a savings, and make sure that you're ready to go when your body ready to go.
Yes.
Because I tell you what, if your body ready to go and you ain't, that's a problem.
Yeah. You've got to maintain your body. And with that is also, so we have a whole nother realm of followers that I tell them all the time, and that's mental exhaustion. You don't want to get to the point where they're literally putting you on so many pills for your mood and your frustration and everything else in life that you stay medicated, and that all you do during your retirement is take a pill and lay down all day and miss life. Life just passes you by. So there is mental as well as physical exhaustion to be mindful of so that you can retire and retire well.
And I'll be trying to tell people, and sometimes people just don't get it, Tina. They don't get it. They think they're the $6 million man.
Right.
They bionic. Their bodies are gonna last forever. And a lot of these jobs is more, to me, sometimes it's more mental than it is physical.
But the mental can affect you physically.
Let's talk about another subject too. While we talking about that, I'm glad you mentioned that. 'Cause a lot of people never think about the mental part and how it can affect the rest of your body, because this is the headquarters, and whatever headquarters tells you your body to do, it's gonna do. So a lot of times we got these stressful jobs, and we carry those stressful jobs over 10 years, over 15 years, 30 years, and after a while it will begin to take a toll on your body. Now, I see one of my friends that I work with, and he's been working for over 30 years, no, over 40 years. And the question was asked, man, why you still up here? He said, well, I ain't got no family and I ain't got nothing, so I'm just gonna keep on working. But this same fella was walking bent over every single day.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was just an accident waiting to happen, and then one day he fell, broke his collarbone, so now he was actually forced to retire.
Yeah.
His body's knocked on the door and said, hey, it's time for you to go, because I'm gonna tell you something, when you're that age, you've been up there that long, pushing them heavy containers around, it'll begin to affect your body, and before you know it, he was in the emergency room. They had to set his collarbone, and it was a whole big situation. Now he got no choice but to retire.
Right. And you don't want to get to that point.
You don't want to get to that point.
Because then you're not useful to yourself or to society, because like I say, there is so much to do in retirement. You could take up hobbies, you could volunteer. So much could be gained from the knowledge that you hold, because everyone goes through different things, different situations.
Right.
And you have so much to contribute that why not give back? But you can't if you're in a wheelchair or you're on so many pills, you can't get out of the bed. So like, you gotta think about all that when you're getting ready to retire.
But also, while you're taking care of your body, you also got to take care of your dental.
Yes, because I mean, that is part of your body. Because something like an abscess back in your teeth is slowly leaking into your bloodstream. So think about it like this: an infection, so infectious materials are leaking into your bloodstream, and there has been instances, although rare, it does happen, where people have died because of the amount of poison basically they were putting into their bloodstream because they allowed it to go for such a long period.
And that's something you got to really look out for, because like I said, I work with a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of people, and some of them have insurance to get their dental work done and just find other things to do. They'd rather go hang out, party, drinking, doing this, doing that. They don't make a priority until
it's too late.
Until it's too late. Now, I noticed this, Tina.
I like teeth.
And I like teeth too. I tell you what, my teeth feels and looks a lot better than it was when I got here 2 years ago.
Yes.
A lot better. So basically, it's your body, it's your life, And I'm tell you something. It's how you take care of it, okay? And like I said, some guys just push the limit on their bodies. They stay on these jobs way too long.
Yes.
They can't think straight. Their body's all messed up. And when they get into retirement, it's a totally different ballgame. You can't just sit back and enjoy yourself when you're in retirement.
Right.
Because your body's run down. It's like 2 or 3 trucks that ran over you.
Yeah. I mean, when you want a nice glass of wine, I want you to be able to have that glass of wine, not have to worry about, well, I don't know. Let me check my pressure today. I don't know. It made me a little dizzy because my pressure's off, or, how much sugar is in that because, my diabetes. Like, everybody has to consider that if they just maintained and monitored, they would have known how they can proceed and enjoy life. Yeah, so you definitely, like I said, always want to maintain your body because your body is the vessel, like you said, very good analogy, that's going to take you into retirement. You want to keep your mind clear to help that vessel to operate properly. And when you get out here, you want to know that retirement is a slower pace, and you do have to get ready for that sudden, slower pace. A lot of people get out here and they are still running at 100 cylinders, and I'm saying they're frustrated. And I said, you're frustrated because you're doing it to yourself. You need to adapt to slowing down, a quieter life, a more peaceful life, because didn't you work all those years for that?
Absolutely. Sure did. I know I did.
I thought that's what was part of the
I thought that was the
retirement,
point.
but
So, you guys got to take care of yourselves. Take care of your lives, take care of your family, and so you can get to retirement, you can be like Caribbean E and Tina.
Yes.
So, in the meantime, between time, always remember that life is to be enjoyed.
Yes, and always make sure to hit that subscribe, hit notifications, give this and all videos a thumbs up, because remember that hitting that subscribe and hitting those thumbs up is what helps that algorithm so that we can bring you more great videos like this. And also, all information is always underneath all the videos for anything that you may need, and for that one-on-one consultation that you might have been thinking about taking with us via phone or video.
So, till the next video.